Good morning from Qualicum Beach, BC. Did you see that sunrise this morning? Did you see that? Ho, 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 ho. Damn. Waking up with a smile is so easy when the world around you is waking up with a great big smile. All right, we're gonna move on down the road this morning as oh, big bird up there. Oh, we missed it. As I'm heading into a town not far from here to get a shelf built on my van today, and I'm super stoked to get my DJ gear up and out of the way. What? Super stoked about that. Anyway, guys, I'm getting sidetracked by the beautiful scenery behind me. This is where we made home last night. Right there. It was a great little spot. Alright, you guys, so I'm on Vancouver Island and we're putting a shelf inside of my van. And so the deal is I have a piece of DJ gear that's been sitting on top of my cooler for quite a while now. And every time I hit my brakes, it always shimmies forward a little bit. And I'm a little bit worried that the DJ equipment's gonna come rolling. Hi, CRUZ. I'm CRUZ, I'm making a video, bro. Do you mind? So we're out here and John's gonna be building. Wait, forget this. Let me just go show you guys. CRUZ, do you mind? Do you mind? It's always a good sound, right? You know the sound of cutting wood? So excited. This piece of DJ gear, which is actually pretty damn big, is going to be mounted underneath where my desk is mounted. So here on the foot of my bed is where we keep my desk. This cabinet here was the cabinet that John built, the guy that's building the bottom one here. And yeah, so we're just gonna be extending this one down, putting a shelf along here so I can put my DJ, hold on. So the desk goes there, and there'll be a little shelf here so my DJ equipment stays nice and snug against the bottom of that shelf. Kind of getting it out of the way. Before it was on top of my cooler. So every time I was at a park and my back doors are open, everybody was like, ooh, what's that? There's Mr. CRUZ over there, loving the lawn. How you doing, pal? I thought I'd bring you a treat. For being such a good boy. Hey? No? Yeah? test fit in here. Oh, it's good. Little CRUZ is keeping guard over there. John's gone for lunch. I'm about to kick my little feet off. Oh, it's nice in here. And go have a shower. John has a little suite right off the side of his shop. Oh wow, this place is great. I'm about to go wash the dirty off the dirty van dweller. Bam! Man, do I ever feel good. John, that was 100% excess use of your water. Thank you.
Excellent. Glad you enjoyed it.
It was so good. I'm in there and I'm like, because I haven't used that much water in a long time. It was just pouring on me. I'm like, man, that's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, if you're watching this, at least John lets me use the power tools. The whole time we're out at Andy's shop, Andy's like, don't touch nothing. Don't touch it. Huh.
38.25.
On the front of the shelf here where my DJ controller goes, I have this little rubber stuff with a sticky on the back. This was supposed to go up on that rusty metal roof rack that I bought on the top of the bars, but I'm just gonna actually stick it right inside here to try and help that from sliding forward. I think it's gonna work. Ooh, this stuff is super sticky. I think that'll work. Let's give that a try.
Then we need to do
So check this out. Hold on. Let's check this out. So it fits in there, but because of the rubber feet that's on here, it stops it.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I think if anything, I might add a second layer to that if I need to.
Yeah, or set a Another one further back.
This is great. Yeah, because I mean, as long as it prevents it from shifting.
Yeah, it won't. Yeah, it won't fall over. Or
Yeah.
It'll take a long time before it does.
That's great. Did you fix my latch for me,
I
John?
fixed your latch.
Nice.
No more stuff falling out.
Nice.
There's a random screw in your bedding though.
Feels very nice to finally have that shelf there. So the reason why I went to John on Vancouver Island to get some cabinet work done, because I know some people are going to ask in the comments, why didn't you call Andy? Andy is responsible for building everything you see in the back of my van. All of these cabinets here and all this just amazing, beautiful piece of artwork that I call furniture in my home. Well, this cabinet over here was actually built by John, the guy you've seen in the video today. John built this entire water cabinet. The reason why I call it a water cabinet is because that's where I store my things. So instead of calling it, I don't know what to call it, upper side cabinet? Bagpipes? Shut up. No way. Oh, it's 7 p.m. Everybody's cheering for all the... Oh my gosh, everybody's can hear bells clanging. They're doing it for all the frontline workers. You can hear drums over there. Oh, so beautiful. It's awesome, man.
Thanks, guys.
I love this planet sometimes. All right, let's get back to the van and get at it. I didn't even know what I was... I have to go back and watch the footage. I didn't even know where I left off. Hi, CRUZ. Your tongue's hanging out, buddy. There's the bagpipers. I think I was telling you guys that John built this cabinet. So if you guys are on Vancouver Island or in the Vancouver area, I'll leave his email down below. So if you need anything done, just fire him off an email. John's a really great guy. He builds great things. This thing has been through a lot in my van over the past, I don't even know how long it's been in here, 1.5 years. It's definitely taken the abuse and stood up to it. So Andy did all the fancy fronts and stuff on here to make them match Andy's cabinets. Sorry guys, I lost track of what I was saying, so hopefully, I don't even know. Anyway guys, let me show you the cabinet here. So the reason why I got this in here was to hold my DJ controller and my desk, and that's it. I wanted it just super, super simple. But when you take stuff to a cabinet maker or anybody who's got experience building vans, they're always like, wow, we could do a drawer, we could do this, we could do that. Andy was the same way, just like John. I'm like, nope. Just a simple shelf, that's all I wanted. No, I just didn't want to fuss with anything else or create more work for somebody else when really ideally just a flat shelf would get the job done. So in the top of the shelf here, you see a little notch. It's just like that on the other side as well. That's where my desk goes. That's why this little divider here doesn't go all the way, because my desk fits right here on the top of it. I still need to buy a piece of weather stripping. I'll go to the hardware store one of these days here and run a piece of weather stripping on here, because the weather stripping just makes a tighter fit. So when my desk goes in there, it'll hold it in place. This just slides in right to the top, just like that. And my desk has been sitting in that position for about 1.5 years. Andy rebuilt a new desk for me once his cabinets went in. But this desk has been sitting up there flat with just a piece of weather stripping, and that friction, believe it or not, actually holds it in place. Sometimes on a bumpy road, I'll see it out like maybe 1/4 of the way, but it has never fallen out yet anyway. And if it does, it's just going to fall on the bed. It's all good. So the shelf here on the bottom is basic, just a simple flat shelf that fits my DJ controller completely perfectly. Boom. Done deal. and I ran a piece of that black stripping that you seen earlier on the front, which should kind of, let me pull it out there, which should hold it. So because this has rubber feet on the bottom of it, you see right there, the little thing there, that's going to be rubbing on the front of the rubber, keeping it from falling out. But that's all I really needed, was just somewhere to hold my DJ gear that was up and out of the way. That way when I'm sitting at a park somewhere, it's not sitting on my cooler out in the open where the world can just see this couple $1,000 DJ controller just sitting there. At least in here, it's tucked out of the way. And because this shelf had to be the length of this, because of the ends on it that hold my desk, he put that divider piece in there so I can utilize this as extra storage for whatever I decide to throw in there. And if you're wondering about this space, there's definitely enough space in there for me to keep my feet. That's definitely enough for CRUZ to curl up in there, and that's all that really matters. Yes, this did take up some of my feet space, but not enough to worry. Hold on, let me crawl in a bit here. My feet fit upright, my feet fit sideways. So all in all, yeah, I think it'll do just the job just fine. That's the one great thing about having people like that around, or knowing people like that, is that when you need something little like this done, it's just an email or a phone call away. So if you guys need to utilize some people that you've met on my channel for doing van build stuff, like John here on Vancouver Island, or Andy over here on this side from Happy Camper Kits. He's located in the Toronto area, and yes, he does ship his cabinets all over the place. And or my friends Madison and Rayner, which run a mobile business majority of the year, and the rest of the time they're at their home base in Ontario, which they're building a massive shop at right now. But there's a lot of great people around that can build things for you. So if spending money on your van build is in your budget, man, like, I call John, because I would rather spend the money and have that built. I mean, sure, I could have done that myself, but doing all these little notches down here, I couldn't have did that without an actual full-blown table saw or the right tools. So sometimes calling a professional and paying to get it done, it just comes out better, and it just works. And I got to stand there, we got to chat, I got to film. It was awesome. Anyway, you guys, thanks for being here with us. I appreciate you being part of our family. I'm gonna let you go because I am done.